Imagine you just learned Python and now want to showcase your skills by creating something visually engaging and functional. What better way to start than building a simple calculator app with a graphical user interface? Today I'll walk you through creating a calculator app using Python's Tkinter library. You will learn to bring your code to life, making it interactive and useful for real-world scenarios. By the end, you will have a fully functional app and the confidence to tackle more complex projects. Here's what we'll cover: creating the main Tkinter window, designing the calculator's layout, adding buttons for numbers and operations, writing functions to handle calculations, testing and improving usability, tips to enhance the app. You can use VS Code, Jupyter Notebook, or any idea you prefer. Let's dive in. This imports Python's built-in GUI library, Tkinter, and renames it as TK for brevity. Tkinter allows us to create graphical user interfaces. Here it will be the foundation for our calculator. Now we'll create the foundation, the main window where our calculator will appear. The root equals tk.tk class initializes the main application window. Root will act as the main container for all our widgets like buttons, entry boxes, etc. The title method sets the window's title. It appears at the top of the application. Geometry sets the dimension of the window in pixels. Our calculator will be 390 pixels wide and 500 pixels tall. A clean and functional layout is key. We'll use the entry widget for input and a grid layout for buttons. tk.entry creates a single line text input widget for user input or display. Justify equals right aligns the text to the right, typical for calculators. The width equals 20 defines the number of characters the entry box can show, while this sets the font style and size for the text inside the box. The border width equals 5 makes the border thicker for a more visible boundary, while this gives the entry box a 3D effect for better visual appeal. The grid arranges the widgets in the window using a grid layout. Row equals 0, column equals 0 positions the entry at the top left. Column span stretches the entry box across 4 columns, making it span the calculator's width. Pad X and Pad Y add some spacing around the widgets for aesthetics. Let's add buttons for numbers 0 to 9 and basic operations. This is a list of tuples, each representing a button. Each tuple contains the row and column where the button will be placed on the grid. The variable current_input is a global variable to store the ongoing user input or calculation results. This on_click function will be called whenever a button is clicked. It takes the value parameter, the text of the button clicked. If the C button is clicked, it clears the current input. If the equal sign is clicked, it evaluates the mathematical expression using Python's eval function and updates current_input with the result. The result is converted to a string for display in the entry box. If there is an error, error is displayed. Otherwise, the button's text is appended to the current_input variable. This clears the entry box and updates it with the new current_input. This function iterates through the buttons list to create and place each button. tk.button creates a button widget. Text is the button label. Pad X and Pad Y add padding inside the button. Command specifies what happens when the button is clicked. The lambda function ensures each button passes its own text to the on_click function. The grid geometry manager places the button in its specific row and column. Here, this function handles key presses. Events.cal captures the character of the press key and passes it to onClick function. This binds the key event to the key_event function. Let's test the app by running the script. Notice any issues? Please let us know in the comment section. This starts the Tkinter event loop, keeping the application running until the user closes it. And that's it, your first Tkinter project. You now have a fully functional calculator. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and like this video so you would be notified when we add new features to this app, such as scientific calculations and history tracking. Keep learning and see you in the next tutorial.